All right, good evening, everyone. So, yeah, we can start the meeting. So, probably more people are going to join as we're going. So, today, yeah, we have Ali with us. That is the founder of TapeReal, actually. And TapeReal, I sent you a lot of things about it already. And hopefully, you guys had a chance to go over the website, take a look, even try the app. The app, I'm just actually playing with it right now. It's really, really good social media app. So I would strongly encourage to just try it out. Ali is going to tell us more about it. So today during the meeting, basically, we're just going to have quick presentation about what TapeReal is doing. And after, if you have any questions or even during the presentation, you can also ask questions to Ali. So hi, Ali, welcome. And how
Hi,
are you
Bryce.
doing today?
Very good, sir. Thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to pitch to you and the network that you've built up. So I really appreciate this time.
Yeah. So yeah, Ali. So I shared everything to the group about what you're doing. It's really interesting, and yeah, would like to know more about it.
Sure. So shall we dive right into the pitch deck?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
At any time, guys, if you have any questions, you can just write them in the chat, or you can also raise your hand.
Okay, so let's get started. As with any investment opportunity, we have to add this forward-looking statement about this being a risky investment, and obviously there being some uncertainties that uh, could impact the way we do our business over time. So we have to add this in here. So what is TapeReal? TapeReal is a new social platform that is privacy first. It's algorithm free, and it's a place where you can publish freely, engage meaningfully, and most importantly, we've got a built-in tool for monetizing your exclusive content. As with any startup, the first question is, okay, well, why do we need a platform like this? Well, some of the problems that we are trying to solve for can be bucketed into, I would say, five major themes. The first is the need for privacy. I mean, I think we're all well aware that on traditional social media platforms, you exchange your data and your privacy for in order to access the platform for free. And a recent study was done by Hootsuite where they found that 64% of people are concerned about their privacy and misuse of personal data. The second bucket or theme that we're trying to solve for is the algorithm. And I'm sure you know from the Facebook whistleblower and all the news that's happening around the impact of algorithms and the bias that they can create. We want to kind of step back and look at how we can solve for this without the use of a biased algorithm. The third theme is the practice of unfair monetization, in my opinion. A YouTuber, for example, has to reach 1,000 subscribers and a minimum number of watch hours per month in order to achieve monetization. And the journey leading up to that, the platform uh, monetizes the content and generates revenue while you are trying to chase this magical number of 1,000 subscribers. The fourth theme is the need for human connection. I think a lot of these platforms have diverged from connecting us as people and humanity to now let's see who can make the most craziest viral video and achieve a level of fame and become an influencer. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we value human connection at TapeReal, uh, and we take it very seriously. The fifth theme is the aspiring creators. So, uh, you know, for somebody who wants to begin creating on a platform, sometimes it can be overwhelming. Uh, there are barriers to entry. Even for podcasting, you can get into mics, podcast hosting software, and so on and so forth. Same with YouTubers. There's a certain standard that is expected from YouTubers, and that requires a lot of editing and like lighting and whatnot. And so we want to reduce the barrier of entry for aspiring creators so that they can basically have a democratized access to creating. And I think these, five themes encompass what we can expect from the next generation of creators who are building for the creator economy. So, what's the solution to all this? Well, TapeReal is built on these four major pillars. One, we want to be privacy first. We're the exploitation of your data is not the objective of TapeReal, and we want to remove that because that is also closely tied to the algorithms. Like algorithms are designed to increase your engagement because they're using your data to serve you more ads, and so it just creates this cycle, which I believe is not healthy for the platform, the viewers, and the whole ecosystem. So the second pillar is being algorithm free. We want to solve for that idea of discovery without the use of algorithms, expose people to a plurality of opinion and perspectives, because that's important for, I think, uh, educating people and bringing people together. The third pillar is being creator first. And what that means is we want to enable creators to make money on day one, and with fair monetization practices. Because obviously they're doing the work and there should be a fair value exchange between the platform, the viewer, and the creator. And then the final piece being authentic, meaning we want to create a place where human connection and values come together, where people can have those dialogues and meaningful discussions. And when you look at a solution like this, it really can be encompassed into one idea that, hey, you can create a vlog or a podcasting channel, with the supercomputer that's in your phone. So we've been building since 2019, and throughout the iterations, throughout the community feedback, we've learned a lot. And what we've learned is that people want to share, their real life, their meaningful um, uh, interactions with people, and their perspectives. Uh, and I've noticed, especially for example on Facebook, there are many profiles where people are on the platform, but they're not really publishing to their timeline anymore. They might have one or two profile photos, but that's about it. And I think part of the reason is that they value their privacy. And so they've kind of curtailed that sharing of their life, uh, which I think is what made or what makes social, platforms interesting and exciting. So, taking a deeper dive into our solution, we're building a space where the user is not the product. I mean, that's the foundation. And the platform itself is very simple, easy to use, one tap recording. You can capture the real life moment as and when it happens in audio or video format. You can also upload pre-recorded content. You can call a friend and record together, and that is the whole idea of having bi-directional communication between two people, and really making it easy for people to have conversations. We're living in a time where the social media is around us all the time, but we're getting disconnected from each other in the process. And so, having that ability to basically pick up the phone and call someone and record it and express yourself, I think is very important. It was also the first feature that we actually launched on TapeReal. And then, of course, we want to continue to develop like monetization tools for creators so that they can commercialize their audio video content. Uh, we were voted as the top 5 social media app by Mobile App Daily in 2020 and 2021 as well.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ali. There is a
Sure.
question. I think who asked the question? I saw a hand raised from Anil. Okay, maybe it was a mistake. Sorry, he can keep going.
Okay, no problem. So if the user is not the product, the question is, what is our business model? Well, basically, we've developed a freemium model where anyone can obviously join the app and post freely. But since we have a chronological feed, if you would like to get more exposure on the app, increase your audience a little bit faster, we offer these subscription plans, monthly subscription plans. We call them growth plans. And basically, the growth plan gives you a better placement in the app so that on days that you post or in our who to follow section, your profile appears a little bit more frequently. And so uh, we think that that is a fair value exchange between the creator and the platform in terms of what they get out of the plan. The second sort of revenue model that we have is through the sale of our in-app currency called real coins. Now, what are real coins? Real coins are basically what people use to unlock exclusive content on the app. So as a creator, I can create free content, and then sort of like what creators are doing on YouTube, they'll have a separate Patreon page for their super fans where the fans can support them and unlock other exclusive content. But on TapeReal, the process is very simple. There's no subscriptions, so you're not giving subscription fatigue to your customers or your viewers, and you don't have to deal with the churn, and so you can create locked and exclusive content a la carte, and so the viewer can pick and choose the content that they want to unlock and pay you for, and they use real coins to transact through that. Now, we don't have advertising off the table as a revenue stream, but we want to rethink how we can bring about ads into the ecosystem without spoiling the user experience, without the exploitation of data, and with the inclusion of the community. And that's very important to us. So we do see a third revenue stream in the future once we've built up the user base for the app and the website. So currently, our lifetime value for people who are subscribing to our monthly plans is $56, but we're targeting growing this to $84 by the end of 2022, and up to $126 in 2023. On average, we're paying between $3 to $5 for acquiring users into the app. Now, in terms of traction, we've been very methodical and intentional about the way that we want to grow this community. Now, there are other platforms out there, and sometimes you can attract, certain types of people or content that can really change the identity of the company. So what I'm talking about is, for example, extremist content, and that you guys, I'm sure, are well aware. Like platforms like Parler had to deal with that. BitChute is another one. Even Rumble, and then there's like OnlyFans, which is now attracting a lot of the adult type of content. So our mission, we're not taking shortcuts in terms of getting user traction. We want to be intentional about the community that we're building, And this year, we're on pace to reach about 11,000 users. The interesting thing is we're not a pure video platform. We also have audio, and we see a direct split in terms of creators. They like the flexibility of switching between both the mediums, right? You don't always want to be on video all the time, but sometimes you want to get that content out there, and so you can post it in audio format easily from the app. Our Android waitlist is also growing about 5% every week. On average, people are engaging within the app for up to 8 minutes. Now, this number, we see a huge opportunity to grow further in. Our community of creators, when you go onto the feed, the amount of content that you can consume is reflective of this engagement time. And so as our base grows, this engagement time is only going to go much higher. Now, in terms of target audiences, we think, and I believe that the social reality, the new reality that we're creating, is going to gradually shift a lot of people. And we see some musicians, some indie musicians on the app. We're already seeing some podcasters. But over time, as we continue to grow, we're going to see a shift from these other audiences as well. So how do we differentiate from the competition? And obviously, there is a lot of competition. Um, Now, the way I like to look at it is, you know, uh, we want to be able to give more with less. So, for example, a platform like TikTok, there's a slew of features on there. You can do a lot of editing tips and tricks, and with their editing, but we've made it very simple. And so when I think about competing with a platform like TikTok, it's like, okay, well, you can do all the editing and all the fine tuning, or on TapeReal, you can just hit one button, record, and get the content out there. And I think that is our uh, competitive edge in a way. The other thing is we're building in the monetization tool from the very beginning because we want this to be a people first platform. In terms of market size, obviously social media, social platforms, video platforms, it's huge. Uh, but we're not going after uh, the entire market. We want to approach it from a bottom up perspective, and so we're looking at this sort of like, okay, wh- who are the group of people that are aspiring to be creators now, the next generation? uh, let's build for them, because those are the people that have sort of seen um, the challenges that these traditional platforms have faced, right? When it comes to the algorithm, the privacy, the lack of sustainability, and so people are becoming more aware of the impact that these platforms can have on society, and so uh, I think there is definitely a hunger and a need for an authentic place where people can connect meaningfully. And so our content also differs. We, instead of being very viral focused like TikTok, or super influencer focused, this is more about being informative and sharing your authentic self and your life, and really building that meaningful legacy on the platform.
Yeah, sorry, Ali. There is
Yeah.
one question from Camila. So she would like to know what was the most effective way you use for marketing.
So, because we're building a marketplace, our goal is to build a supply side, and so to attract creators, we're doing cold outreach, literally going, picking and choosing the creators that we like on YouTube and other platforms. We get pitched by influencer agencies all the time, but a lot of times the content that those influencers are creating are not a match for what we are building. So cold outreach is one channel of attracting people. uh, we are using our website as a medium for organic search traffic. So when you publish to on the app, it automatically gets published to TapeReal.com. Your profile is published there as well. You can share that profile. And so we want to build very organically through referrals as well. The evangelists that come to TapeReal who share with their network is going to help us grow. And then we are exploring some other potential strategies like referrals, referral links. So it's almost like an affiliate where you would get rewarded with our in-app currency in exchange for the users that come to the platform from your referral link. So the goal is to leverage some of these organic and network effect driven sources, and then beyond that, obviously doing some paid ads and some awareness related ads to get our brand out there is also going to be key. But primarily, we're looking at referrals, the organic SEO traffic and content marketing, and yeah, so those are the main ones. So in terms of timeline, as I mentioned, the idea was conceived back in November 19, but we didn't actually launch our version 1 until August 2019. And since then, it's just been a gradual release. We're collecting, app usage data, not personally identifiable data per se, but trying to understand just through the voice of the customer how the app is being used and what they like about it, what they dislike about it. We originally actually launched as Tape Book, but we rebranded to TapeReal when we came across the .com domain. And I like to look at this as a feather in my cap because I got this domain for only $2.99, and .com domains are really hard to come by. So yeah, and then from there, in May we developed the ability to publish to the web. We launched monetization features in 2020, late 2020, almost January 2021, and now we're in the middle of this crowdfunding campaign with the goal of launching Android next year and continuing to develop the market until we reach the stage of raising our Series A. We are a team of 9. There's one person that's missing from the slide. So our development team is very experienced. They have a lot of deep expertise in streaming technology. So they are experts in this field. And then I've got people who have been with me since day one, like my design lead, Ashraf. He's based out of Indonesia. It's a worldwide remotely distributed team. But we've been able to achieve a lot in the process. And the best part is it keeps our overhead costs down, no need for an office or anything. And so, I'm very proud of the team that we've built to this stage, and they're very excited about helping out build, the Android version and to continue to attract the right creators to the platform. Now, in terms of financial forecast, I apologize if this slide is not appearing correctly. This was actually a PowerPoint slide, and on my Mac, I don't have PowerPoint. So when I transferred this over to Google Sheets, it looks like the slide is not looking appropriate. But basically, our cost of goods sold are around $1,000 or just under per month. Where if we are able to raise our 1 million this year, we're on target to basically break even and generate the same amount in sales. And next year, we're anticipating our sales to hit 189,000. Now, this is based on 150,000 users and us converting 1.5% of them into paid subscribers. And so the sales is based on that lifetime value. And then in 2023, we plan to increase our sales significantly and potentially launch our ad-based model as well. In terms of the offering, our valuation, we're going in with an evaluation of $3.6 million. I have self-funded this project to date with my own money, so I'm all in. I There's no turning back for me. I want to see this project succeed. I believe in it, and I'm a father to 5 children. They're all boys, and I want to create a space where in the future they can also uh, create content or share their life in a meaningful way and leave behind a legacy as well. So we're looking to raise up to $1 million through Equivesto. Our minimum target is 50K and the maximum being 1 million. The cost per share is 36 cents. How do we plan to use these funds? Again, I apologize if this slide is not appearing correctly, but the big pie here, 39%, is going to be used for development. We want to improve the iOS app, release the Android. 36%, I believe, is the user acquisition. So, it's not just a matter of building it and they'll come. We have to then go out and acquire those users at the same time. The third pie is the 14% for organic marketing, SEO, content marketing, and then the yellows are all sort of operational UI, UX design, legal, banking, server operations. So how can you invest? Well, please visit our campaign page on Equivesto to learn more. You can take a look at our offering memorandum. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, Ali at TapeReal.com. I reply to everyone. I like to engage and learn more about, where you're from. If you have any feedback, comments, or suggestions, please do share.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Ali. So I just want to know with the group, anyone has questions? No? Okay. I just have like a quick question myself, just to know. So you said that you're planning to launch the Android version. So is it currently in development? And if it is, do you know like approximately when it's going to be launched on iOS? Sorry, on Android. Mhm.
We're in the middle of a development sprint right now, where we're making some tweaks to the iOS version because there are some improvements that we want to make that are going to optimize our conversion process, the sales funnel. Once those changes are done, we plan to start development, as early as the new year, and our goal is maybe by the end of Q1 2022. Android would be out. Now that would be maybe the complete version. We may be able to develop it in a way where we iterate on the Android version as well. So we could get an earlier version out sooner if this campaign closes successfully.
Mhm. So yeah, I just have a question more like long term also, because I know that some companies, especially in the social media space, are building social media to also eventually maybe work with a bigger partner, right? So let's say with Facebook or Google or another big company. So is it something that maybe is in your plan, or you actually want to really build your platform and maybe kind of compete with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see TapeReal grow. I'm building this for the long term. I'm not looking for some kind of super quick exit or something like that, or to suddenly be acquired by Facebook and be working with them. Um, you know, I, I'm looking 8 to 10 years long term, and in terms of like potentially reaching an IPO, because that's how long it takes for startups to reach that stage. That's the ideal outcome. Um, Now, I mean, does it mean that if somebody comes along and wants to acquire us, that I would say no? It really depends. It's hard to say what that would look like. If it's something that's good for, the vision that we have, it's good for our early investors, then yes, we definitely will, take that into consideration.
Mhm.
Um, but I think TapeReal can stand on its own 2 feet. What we're
Mhm.
building and the vision that I have for it, even some of the other ideas that are, in my mind about how we can develop this platform, I think we can stand on our own 2 feet and really put a fork into the market and say, hey, we're here.
Okay. Okay, that's good. There is one other question related to the currency, real coins. So maybe if you can just re-explain it a little bit. And I'm saying that especially because in the group, we also sometimes look at cryptocurrencies. So it would be great to know if is it a cryptocurrency or it's how does it work in the app?
Yeah, so it's not a cryptocurrency. Does it mean that it will never be one? I'm not 100% sure. I haven't uh, thought about it in that way yet. But for now, the currency just acts as a medium for two parties to exchange funds without any third-party payment processors. So within the app, you can. It's almost like charging up your card with a certain number of real coins. The value per real coin, once you've made the purchase, is 9 cents. Now the creator can choose how much they want to charge for their content from 0 to 100 real coins. Once they set that price, if I've got those amount of real coins in my wallet, I can unlock that exclusive content right from the app. Those real coins get transferred into the creator's account, and they get to keep the earnings. We make money off of the sale of the real coins. So the real coin value, the net real coin value, is 9 cents. And so the creator never really feels that, oh, like now I have to pay a cut to TapeReal because we've already transacted that when selling the real coins to the viewers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. Interesting. Just, oh, sorry, you wanted to add something?
No, I mean, I just the idea of it being a cryptocurrency in the future is something very interesting, and I know obviously there's a lot of buzz around crypto these days, so it's not something that's off the table, but it's not something that's currently in our immediate roadmap.
Okay, I see. Okay, that's good. Yeah, thank you very much for that. So right now, I'm just gonna go quickly over Equivesto. So I'm gonna share a link right now. So the link is the crowdfunding link for TapeReal. So if you want to invest into TapeReal, so as Ali said, currently the shares are at 36 cents, right, Ali?
Yes.
And yeah, basically, I'm just gonna go briefly over Equivesto so you have an idea of how it works. I'm actually gonna share my screen right now. Right, and you can stop me if you have any questions. So right now I'm on Equivesto. I just shared the link, and basically it's a crowdfunding equity platform. So if you want, you can invest into companies like TapeReal that are raising funds, right? So Ali was saying that right now they're looking for 50,000 minimum, and they're gonna go up to 1 million into funding, right? So now they raise 27% of the goal, but it can go totally over the amount, right? So everything is in there. All of the descriptions, you can see that's a great picture, Ali. Yeah, and there is like everything you want to know about TapeReal. I think that your pitch deck maybe is also there, but
Yes.
yeah, all of the informations, the solutions. So if you want to take a look at this as well, how the app is working, what they're building, and you can find everything there. There is also the links that you can. I think the links. Let me see if I can find it.
It's
Cannot
it's
find the
a
links. But yeah, I think they are somewhere on the website, exactly on the page.
yeah.
So you can find links for social media, the website as well. So if you want to visit the website. And once you're ready, first of all, you need to register to Equivesto, go through the process. There is just a little sign up process where you need to submit documents as an investor. And once you're ready to invest, you can just click on ready to invest. And then it brings you to a page where you can put the amount, the number of shares you want to buy. So now it's at 36 cents. So if you want, you can just invest as you want to and follow the steps to complete the process. Once that is there, you have access to a dashboard where you can see all of your investments and all the companies you invested in. So any questions with that?
I have a question for Ali actually. I was wondering currently the company is evaluated at 3.6 million, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering how was that calculated?
Yeah, so we took a number of factors. One was the future discounted cash flows. We based it on that, and also based on some of the competitors in the space who are or who have raised funding. A lot of them have actually raised it at a much higher valuation. For example, I believe Patreon seed round was they ended up raising $2 million, and the valuation was significantly higher. Now, of course, that's U.S. based, but it just goes to show the amount of interest that is in this kind of space. So we primarily based it on discounted cash flows, and then took into consideration some other companies that are raising um, their rounds as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
how much did you say the membership is for? How much is it per month?
So we have three different membership tiers. The creator membership tier gives you the highest ranking on the app, and that goes for $19.99 per month in North America. We plan to roll out country-specific pricing, actually with this within the next month or so, in the next couple updates. But $19.99 is the creator membership. The second tier gives you a second place ranking in the app. That goes for $9.99 a month, and then the basic one, the casual, is $4.99 a month. We plan to also create, a basic, like a supporter one, where you can support the platform at a much lower rate, because I think uh, to really push this vision forward, people have to believe in it, and many folks have been subscribing. Some have been with us for an entire year, paying $20 a month. So we do see they see the value, and they want to be able to see this platform grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. And just to confirm, did you say the conversion rate per users into the membership subscription is about 1% currently?
Yeah, we're aiming for that to be 1.5% based on the projections that we put together,
Mm.
and we think that's an achievable target. So out of 150,000 people, convert 1.5 into paid members, and then based on the lifetime value, that brought us up to about 189K in terms of revenue next year. Um, so that's the sort of framework that we're going with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we currently have, did you say 150 members?
No, in total, we have about 5,300 registered in the app. And
Okay.
then within, like, you can check to see, if you go to TapeReal.com, we've got a link to the leaderboard. The leaderboard will show you all the paid members that are currently on the app. So
Okay, I see. Thank you very much.
no problem.
Just two other questions. So, wait, there is no actually one other question. So, what is the return on investment forecast? And yeah, especially for an investor, just to know, would be interesting.
Well, I think 3 to 5 years would be our minimum target. I mean, of course, if we are able to blow those numbers out of the water, we have no issues issuing like dividends to our earlier investors sooner. But long term, the goal is to reach a stage where we can then plan to go public.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. There is also one. Hopefully, that answer your question, Miles. Just one question from Anil as well. Sorry, I'm just reading it. So, yeah, is that in terms of viewers, can you actually watch content for free, or everything has to be paid with real coins?
No, there Majority is free, and then it's up to the creator to decide which of the content is exclusive. And so it's a
Mhm.
combination of both. The way I like to describe it is, um, it's like YouTube with Patreon built in.
Mhm.
So it's like a all-in-one solution as opposed to sending people to a separate Patreon page and then creating additional bonus content there. And then they have to deal with the churn of the subscribers. 50% of people, for example, on OnlyFans churn after the first month of supporting a creator. And so by having this a la carte option, the the viewer can support the creator, but they can also pick and choose the content that they want to unlock.
Mhm.
One example I like to give is, like, imagine just like a really big influencer, somebody who like J. Cole or something, and he has unreleased music, and he basically says, "Okay, I'm going to release this unreleased like mixtape on TapeReal. It's the here's the first track. You haven't heard it on any of my albums, and to unlock and get early access to it, it's 99 cents."
Mhm.
His super fans could come in and he could promote it across his social media and send them to TapeReal. They unlock it for 99 cents. They feel like they're part of this exclusive club, this fan club, and they can pay to unlock it, and J. Cole can generate additional source of revenue, and TapeReal obviously generates revenue in the process as well.
Mhm.
So 10,000 people on some his super fans unlocking would generate 10K revenue for J. Cole, and then at the same time for TapeReal as well.
Mhm. Okay, I see. Hopefully that answered your question, Anil. There is also one question from Miles. I'm not sure, Miles, if actually your microphone is on, would be great if you can jump in, because I'm not sure I fully understand the question.
Yeah, hi, thanks for that. No, really quickly, because I kind of confused about the investment model. So when you buy the 36 cents that you basically put up now, when is the return on investments? When can you cash it out? Only when you enter into an IPO, list the company public, or can you do it at some point?
Yes. So at an IPO, at the point of the company issuing dividends, and if we are to get acquired, the shares that you purchase come with the right to be dragged along, and so you will get the tag along and drag along rights. So whatever value I sell the shares at, my own shares in the company, you would be able to sell them at the same premium price if somebody was to acquire us.
So I don't mean to, sound dissuading or anything like that, as promising as this sounds. But why would I want to invest in a company that I know is not going to get me any returns before 10 years? Because you said it's going to take about 10 years before you list the company.
Yeah, our goal is 8 to 10 years. That's based on traditionally most startups. Like if you look at the startups coming out of Silicon Valley, like Uber, Airbnb, the time frame that they build for is around 8 to 10 years, and so I'm basing it on that. It could potentially happen sooner. We could explore like a reverse takeover to get listed into the market sooner, um, and so that is a possibility. It's not like it's completely off the table, but this is something that I think is a long-term investment. I'm investing into this company long term with that vision in mind. And I think that's going to generate the most value and potential for returns. If you're looking for a quick buck or, like a sudden increase, maybe by the time we raise our Series A, it'll be at a much higher valuation. So the value of your holdings will go up, but your ability to cash out won't be there at that point in time. Does that
Thank you so
answer
much.
your question?
It does. It does. I mean, it sounds very promising. And thank you for presenting this today. It's always good to see something new. But I do have, if I may, can I make a comment?
Sure.
Just I was while you were presenting, I did browse through your website there, and I was just looking because to me, um, it doesn't flow like I thought it would flow, right? So when you go to the leaderboard, and I'm wondering whether you're gonna, sort of lay it out a bit more so it looks user friendly or more appealing, just so you can attract a better audience. The other thing is when you in the about page, the social reality. So for first time user, right? It sounds of there's too much jargon there, and
Hmm.
maybe you should crunch it. I work in marketing, so in journalism, so it's just right brain versus left brain talking here. But if you
Right.
can make it a bit more kind of the lingo should make it more kind of um, you know uh, personalize it a bit more so you don't have the words algorithm and filter free and those monetize. Make it more kind of like um, just everyday language.
Right.
Yeah, just that's my take on things. But other than that, I mean, it's a great idea, and I wish you all the best for sure.
Thank you, Miles. And just to answer your question, I completely agree. There is work to be done on the web. We've been obviously very busy with trying to do fundraising. It's taken up a lot of time. But I rest assured, in the next few months, if you follow along in what we're doing, we've got some really exciting designs and plans that we plan to roll out in the next little while that will improve that user experience. So stay tuned for it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ali. I'm just going to share your website right now. So if you want to go take a look, there is also the app. So right now, if you have an iPhone, you can just go in the App Store, look for TapeReal. You can find it. It's really cool. I'm actually following you, Ali.
Yes.
So yeah, it's super great. I encourage you to just go on that, check Equivesto as well. I shared the link. I can actually just maybe share it again because some people joined. And yeah, just go take a look. Look at basically how it works on Equivesto. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the Telegram chat. So for now, thank you very much, Ali. It was really great
Uh,
to talk to you.
just before we finish, if I may ask a last question,
Sure.
Mhm.
is there a limit supply as to the amount of shares that you can sell or distribute?
Well, it's capped at the 1 million mark. So that's the limit in terms of number of shares.
Okay.
So we haven't thought about going beyond that yet.
Oh, thanks.
But I mean, if we do see the interest, we could increase the limit. I know crowdfunding rules in Canada are that you can only raise up to 1.5 million from the crowd in one calendar year. So 1 million would bring us up to a stage where if we wanted to do another like mini round later on in the year for like up to 500K, we could still do that. So I think that is based on the regulations that we have to follow.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. If you have any other questions, you can just ask them in the chat, in the Telegram chat. It should be on Meetup. So if you join from Meetup as well, on our page, you should have the access to the Telegram. And anytime you can ask us questions about Equivesto. And if you want to have more information about TapeReal, we can also redirect you to Ali or someone in the team. So thank you very much and have a great evening, everyone.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you very much, Ali. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you.